everyone, this is Mike Jack with Manrian Real Estate Promo with another Flip It Friday video. And today I want to finish off our fears. And so we've already talked about having no money, no credit, lack of knowledge, no inventory, time, or building a team. And one of the last ones that I hear people talk about or complain about or say, well, I'll get started after I get my entity formed. Once I get an LLC started, or I need to create a business so I can start doing business. And that is just false. In fact, you already have a business. It's called a sole proprietor. In fact, when you're filling out forms, what type of business are you? Are you going to be a S corporation, an LLC, a C corp, a limited partnership, a family limited partnership? One of the options is a sole proprietor. Sole proprietor simply means you're doing business under your own personal name. So you can do business under your name. In fact, that's what I recommend most people to do is get started. Use your own name. If you don't already have an entity, don't worry about creating an entity for yourself right now. Just get out there, start looking at properties, making offers, and just do the business. Learn the business, do things in your own name. The purpose of having an entity, there's twofold for having the entity is, one is for doing your taxes. It simplifies or it separates some of the taxes from you personally. The other one is from a liability standpoint. Well, first of all, right now, from the tax standpoint, we can already separate everything out. They just do it on a Schedule E, Schedule C on your personal taxes, on your 1040 as part of, well, I know they just redid the tax side. I don't know exactly how that's all going to work out. But it's still the exact same thing. You can still do it all on your own personal. There's different forms that you have to put them on, but it's still through yourself as a sole proprietor. And you still get the business write-offs. So you're not going to lose the business write-offs. There might be a few additional business expenses you're going to get or save, but those savings right now are not worth the effort of having to go create the entity before you get started. The other one is when it comes to liability. There's a big benefit to having an entity or an LLC for liability protection. But as of right now, you don't even need that because you don't have a target on your back yet. You haven't been in business long enough to become a target. So don't worry about that right now. What I recommend and I'd rather you do is go out, find a couple properties, do a deal or two, make some profit, and then go hire the right professionals like an attorney, or one of the services I use and for a lot of my entities is LegalZoom. And you're going to spend more money doing it, but I want you to learn the business first, then go figure out, take the money that you've made, spend that on your education to learn how to create the correct entity. Get an accountant, get an attorney, get all those involved in the process of creating your entity. All right, so with that, hopefully we've dispelled over the last several weeks many of your most common fears. If there's still any other fears out there that you guys are still having, put them in the comments down below so we can talk about them, discuss them. I also do some bi-weekly trainings for the people who are premium members, where we do talk a lot about many different fears. Several things that we've talked about over the last couple months aren't even on this list. These are just the most common ones. But it comes down to just having to overcome your fears, figure out what they are and overcome them. Most of your fears are either irrational or you're overthinking things and it's not as complicated or is not as scary or not as risky as you're thinking, or maybe they are risky, and then we can work with you to help to minimize the risk effects to allow you to go ahead and jump in and get started in this business. So hopefully you like these videos. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys back here next week with another Flip It Friday video.